What's up, guys? To another video, and today we're playing NASCAR Heat 2 Championship Mode. In the last video, we got 16th at Charlotte. Logano won the race, putting him guaranteed into the round of 8. But now, it's been a while actually. It's been a week since we last did this. I'll explain why, don't worry. I was in a different state. I was in Florida. Disney World, if you will. Galaxy's Edge, to be more hyper-specific. But yeah, it's kind of hard to make a video when you're not in the same state as your equipment is. And I kind of had an idea. I was going to record a video before I left, have it scheduled to upload on the Tuesday, so it didn't look like I was gone. But then I was like, I could. But on the other hand, I could just forget about it and not do it, which is exactly what I did. I completely forgot to do it. And then on the plane, I remembered, oh, hey, I was going to do a video. I forgot to schedule it. And then I was already on a plane on my way to Florida, so I couldn't really, go up to the pilot and be like, hey, can you turn this around real quick? I need to go record a video for my 1,000 subs on YouTube, which is a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, not much. But I wanted to get done with this recording at 8:30. It's 9:02. The first recording got interrupted. Second recording, don't want to talk about it. Third recording was the last recording, I think. I think this is 4. Last recording, I set to 105 just to see if I can do it. Can't do it. It's just as impossible as it was. And I have it on automatic because I tried manual and I kept forgetting, and that's why the second recording didn't work. So let's go ahead and check out the playoff drivers. Got Logano guaranteed to go in. Me and Jimmy Johnson, the next two who are pretty much in. Happy Meal and Bushy are your wild card drivers. They could kind of go up and go down, kind of whatever. T-Rex is kind of in the iffy spot where I would worry, but I wouldn't be too worried. And he can't really go up or down because down would mean he's 4 spots down, and he has to go what is that? 8 spots up. Yeah, 8 spots up just to get past Bushy for 5th. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna do either of those things. Then you got Lala. I would be panicking because he's a Lala. And then you got William Clyde with 0 points, tied with Hamster, who's out of the cutoffs. He was out of the playoffs actually. For some reason they made it look like that. I don't know why. If anything, I feel like it'd make... What was it look like before? Yeah, Hamster was above William Clyde, so why isn't... Whatever. I guess they earned the same amount of points. So I have no idea how they decided who's above who. Maybe whose number was greater. Or favoritism, I don't know. But then you got Brad Keselowski, if you will, 2 points down. I think he could probably come back from that. Old Man Bushy could probably come back from the 3 points down. He's pretty good. You know, Chef Boyardee, who shouldn't even be here right now, because if you look here, look in the cutoff area, you see 4 drivers: Daniel Suarez, the Dinger, Chef Boyardee, and Blaney. But then you go over here and you see Chef Boyardee made it through. I hope he doesn't. I hope he gets eliminated like he should. And then you see Sideburn Fever in 11th, because he's actually in. He's in 13th, which I guess is a thing now. Kind of makes me angry, but whatever. But we'll see how this race goes. That's all I have to say about that. Let's go to normal standings. So we can look at Sideburn Fever by himself. There he is, 2 points down, or 12 points down. Realistic, I don't think he's coming back from that. I think unfortunately he's gonna get eliminated. But then that begs the question: are we eliminating 5 drivers instead of 4? Or are we still eliminating 4, and it's 12th, 11th, and 10th, and 9th, and Sideburn Fever gets to just hang out the whole time? Because if that messes up my championship, and I'm in the championship 4, but he's still there, and I win, I guess I'd still, be the champion. But I'd still mess up. I'd be the championship 5. It doesn't have the same ring to it. Especially for a driver who's in 27th the whole time. And you have 2 drivers, 1 win in the round 16, or round 12. You got Jimmy Johnson, Logano with 1 win, and then I'm the only driver with 2 wins. And then you got your stage, or your position points on the right there. I don't know what those mean or what those are for, but PO points or whatever. 5, 14, 7. So we will see. I think those are for like stages. I don't know. And we'll take a look at the schedule. We got a 16th and a 1st and a 1st and a 16th. At least we're consistent. So without further ado, let's race. I'm trying to think of everything I've said in the last 3 recordings. Yeah, I plan on getting done with this at 8:30, but it's 9:06 right now. I had plans for today after this, but I guess I won't do them. In Fortnite, they had the new challenges come out for the secret skin. I was gonna do a video on that, but Fortnite's still like dissolved out of my channel at this point. It's just kind of like if I do it, it's gonna get like no views. And then when I go back to NASCAR, I'm to work my way back up. Practicing is for who? Quitters, exactly. Next session. I actually accidentally went into that in the last recording. Qualifying is not for quitters though. Thanks for reminding me to turn that on. And let's go. I've seen a lot of good inspiration for paint schemes for the round of what's the next one, round 8? I'm kind of nervous for round 8. I'm gonna be honest, a little afraid. Also, I don't know, I'm still on the fence of doing either a full season of Heat 1 or just doing like just the playoffs, because I can't. Because you may think, oh, just do the playoffs like you've been doing. I can't choose. Like, it doesn't let me. I have to pick. If I want to do just the playoffs, I would have to race every single race. I'd probably set them all on easy. Like, on the easiest difficulty. Like, the easiest, like the lowest setting of, like, tracks. And just drive through everybody. Because there's also no stages in that game. It's like very bare bones, which is why I'm sad I'm doing it last, because it's like I'm not saving the best for last. And one thing that's good about my series on NASCAR games is you can buy all these games. Like, you can find these games and play them on your PS4 right now. Not on the Play Store. You have to find Heat 2 and Heat 2 and Evolution on like Amazon or eBay. But I found mine on Amazon. But Heat 3, 4, and 5, you can just play those. You can just buy them off the PlayStation Store, which is kind of cool. Other like NASCAR YouTubers, they do like NASCAR 15, and you go and look for it, but then you realize it's only on PS3, and then you're like, well, I don't own a PS3. You can't. They're not cross-compatible for whatever reason. I guess Sony doesn't like money. But, you know, my series, you can play every game that I've ever played on this channel. You can go right now, check any playlist, and play any game you see. They're all on PlayStation, still. I still have them installed. Not all of them, because my PlayStation did a thing where it was like, hey, by the way, uninstall all your games and reinstall them, because I told you to. And then I didn't have a choice, because I couldn't play anything until I did. So, it does that sometimes. Hasn't lately. Knock on wood, but you know. It's really annoying because I have to like uninstall everything. 34th. That's not good. But it's better than whatever I got the last time, which was a 40th. I think this is number 5. I think this is recording 5. First time got interrupted. Second time, we don't talk about the second time. Third time, what happened the third time? I don't remember. I think that's when I set it to 105, and tried to brace, and then I don't talk about what happened there. Happy Meal is your pole sitter. What? That can't be right. Did you guys see who was up there? Paul Menard's in 3rd. What is happening? Anyway, what I wanted to say is Cody Ware got arrested in real life. If you want to find out more about that, you can go and search that on your own. I'm sure there's been plenty of videos on YouTube. I just don't want to talk about it on my channel because I don't want my video getting taken down. So you can go search for that. for much more educated people than me. But you got, let's wait for it to cycle back through. I don't see anybody below the top 10. Just kind of scanning. Chevrolet D, I think is the lowest. Oh no, I saw Lala there. Lala might be the lowest. I don't like this, like, you know, sequential thing. Yeah, Lala's your lowest. Which isn't saying a lot. He's in like 11th or like 17th or something. And I'm in 34th, so hopefully I'm on 100 difficulty now, not 105. Just 100. Which is still more than what I usually run, because it's still kind of impossible in my testing. For most tracks, I didn't test every track. I don't have the patience to do that. I remember Talladega being one of the exceptions, so like it was kind of like middle of the road. I hope there's a lot of wrecks. I hope there's at least 3. And I'll just use the thumbnail on the later one, or the coolest one. Ooh, I think McFlurry just got shuffled. I think the Benedetto is about to get shuffled too, or I'm about to get shuffled through the middle. Nope, I just shuffled the 32. Ooh, that 95 is really getting on my car. Yep, there he goes, and there around I go, up in the air, and into the wall. Okay, you may think I'm stupid for this, but I'm gonna pit because they're also gonna have to pit, and when they pit, I'm gonna be in first, and I can hold it in first. Hopefully. I am really banking on the fact that I'm good at this game, even though I know I am not. Hey Cody, how's it going, man? Underwear, as I call you. Okay, Derek Cope needs to get out of my way. Okay, Anthill finally got off his bumper. That was a pretty cool wreck though. I won't lie. That's thumbnail worthy. It's not the big one. Unfortunately, I wish it was the big one. But I have to crash like way up there. And I don't want to... If I'm up there, I'm going to stay up there. I'm not going to goof around at 100 difficulty. Ooh. Okay, we're going to go on the outside of DJ Khaled. Why didn't I think of that name to begin with? His name's DJ and I didn't call him DJ Khaled. Come on now, that's like a given. Kind of going through the middle, hopefully gonna shuffle out the 38 without competition. Yep, there we go. They just don't care when they get shuffled out. It's kind of funny. Shuffle out Cool Whip. Kind of got sent down here where I don't really want to be because I'm kind of stuck. I'm making a new lane, shuffling everybody else on to the top. I like this outside a lot better. I'm starting to get used to it. Ooh. Tie-Dye won't be in the next game, which is kind of sad. I'm going to miss him. Flaw Driver's not going to be in the next game. 27th. Not bad. I mean, it is bad, but like... If you guys would have seen the last recording, I don't gotta pit. I can pit for tires, but I don't think it's worth it. Because they don't pit for tires. First place. Let's go. What's that? One of my plans actually worked? I think so. Now all we gotta do is battle with the 4 car for about, I don't know, the whole race, which should be fun and not at all stressful. Hopefully Bushy just pushes me to victory. I'd be very happy if he just, for the next 5 laps, just did that and didn't try to pass me. The run on the bottom. Ooh, ooh. I should not have gave up the bottom. Because now Logano and Bushy just passed me. But now I'm on the bottom too, so I can catch up pretty quickly. I lost the lead on the first lap. I don't really want to be leading for that long. I don't want to have to lead for that long because that's way too stressful. Nice slingshot maneuver. Get around Logano. Try to get maybe over the top of Bushy. Ain't gonna happen. Maybe on the bottom. Maybe on the bottom. Maybe shuffle Logano out. Hate to do that to you, Logano, but you're in anyway, so it's not like it matters. And our first place sitter, Bushy. We got a battle on our hands, ladies and gentlemen. Logano passing the inside of Bushy for second. I want to have what Logano and Bushy had. Like way out in front. No contenders. I want that. I want that to happen. But with me and Logano instead of Bushy and Logano. I just want to like absolutely destroy everyone. Like just be miles ahead. Like I currently am. And I like this. This makes me feel safe. I feel like no one's trying to pass me right now. Except Bushy, who has what appears to be a run on me. But I made my mistake the first time by going to the top to block somebody, and I'm just gonna stay down here because first off, it seems to be faster down here. Even though it's so much scarier because I have that apron to worry about, and Logano is just that 22 is getting bigger and bigger in my rear view, and it's kind of worrying me because I know he's faster. And also, he's my favorite driver, so like I kind of feel bad for blocking him like this, but I don't really care. Got 3 laps to go. Just in stage 2. This isn't the race. We're not like about a win or anything. Which might be why they're not really trying to pass me, because they're like, oh, it's just a stage win. We'll get him on the actual like restart. You know what I should have done? I should have picked for tires. Or at least rights. Because now we have an issue where our tires are old. We check the tires. Not that old. We have a playoff 1, 2, 3 right now. Me, Logano, and then Bushy behind us. This is so stressful. Like my neck hurts. It's so stressful. Me and Logano kind of run that same lane. Oh, Logano's about to get past on the inside. Bushy on the inside of Logano, shuffling Logano out of this little, I don't know what we want to call this, little choo-choo train we got going on here. Logano gets shuffled. He'll come back. He always does. He's Logano. He's Joey Logano. He'll come back. But it'll be like at lap 20 out of 28. And we'll just start seeing a yellow blob coming out of off the right side of Bushy. Our right, not his. I don't know who that is. Is that a Happy Meal? I have no idea who that could possibly be. It's Candy Cane. Candy Cane is like right behind us. Candy Cane's about to pass Bushy right now. And Candy Cane makes the pass. He's not even a playoff driver. He should be though, this performance. Coming out of absolutely nowhere, just left field. That is a run. That's what we call a very good run. We have a 4, I don't know who that is. Outback Stenhouse in the 17 coming up the middle. Logano joined that middle lane too, it seems like, which is now the top lane. And I'm down here. Logano about to get a 5th. No, that's Paul Menard. Paul Menard got a 4th. What is happening? Every single time I recorded this video, Paul Menard does terrible. Oh, Logano got 4th. Okay. But every time I've done this, Paul Menard does terrible. And the one time, he doesn't do terrible. I'm so happy for him. I never thought I'd see the day that I'm happy for another driver, but I mean, it's Paul Menard, guys. I mean, I really want him to be successful in this, like, championship series. Mainly because the spot got taken away by, Chef Boyardee. Can I, like, block him off the bat? I can. Okay, the line me and Logano were running the whole time was working. Candy Cane making the pass for second. Candy Cane coming like a bullet right behind me in my rear view. He is right on me right now. I see Outback Stenhouse kind of trying to make a run. Gonna block it and immediately get back in this lane. Block it again. I'm blocking 2 lanes, and I see Logano coming out of nowhere on the 3rd lane. On the top. I don't think I'll have enough speed though. He does not. He's in second though. Okay. Throwing a block into that middle lane. We have 3 lanes to block now, boys. This is gonna be rough. I don't know how many. The reason why I have that up on the right is because I want to know where. Specifically, I want to know where Kyle Busch is the whole time. Him and Logano are the 2 I want to know. You guys can see how many laps are left every time I cross the line, but I can't because I'm not really looking. I haven't looked at the road once. I've been looking at my rear view because I'm absolutely stressed out of my mind. You know, I come home from school and I'm like, I'll play a game that's like nice and not stressful at all. Then I play this and I'm like all tense the whole time. How is Candy Cane up here? How's Paul Menard up here? How are most of these guys up here? Outback Stenhouse too. Like, I guarantee you guys can go back to any video and none of these guys were in the top 5 at any other point other than right now. I see Paul Menard about to make a move. Come on, Paul Menard. You're in a Chevy, but I'm rooting for you, buddy. I've never rooted for a Chevy in my life until right now. Come on, Paul Menard. I don't like Candy Cane that much, so I mean, do something. A Sideburn Fever getting 2nd place would be wild. At that point, I might help him to a win. Just so, like, Chef Boyardee gets eliminated. Ooh, we see Kowalski making a run now. Getting pushed by, I don't even know. Oh, he's getting pushed by Sideburn Fever. How else could he have some? Oh, Sideburn Fever gave up. I think he just merged with my lane. But Kowalski got a lot of speed. Like, even though he was, like, all by himself, he has a lot of speed. Candy Cane is the only driver in the top 5 not in the round of 12. Kyle Busch on the inside. About to make this 3 wide behind me. I haven't looked at the road in like 4 laps, like actually in like 17 laps. I've been looking at between the leaderboard and my rear view. I've been looking at the road like every so often, like for turns. I gotta kind of get my bearings, but like I've raced this track at this point probably over 100 times. Like, I know this track better than I know my own neighborhood. Like, at this point, it's just kind of ridiculous. Oh, Candy Cane trying to break my ankles. Oh man, he tried to juke me. Got Kyle Busch coming on my outside. If this is entertaining, I don't know what is. It's entertaining for me. I'm having a great time. Not really, I'm kind of stressed out of my mind right now. Kyle Busch kind of got left in the dust by Kowalski. Sideburn Fever must be right behind Candy Cane. Nope, he's coming up the middle, making 4 wide behind us. Not directly behind us, but behind Candy Cane. Double A Battery's making a debut into the top 5. Logano just got like completely shuffled out, I guess. What just happened? Did Candy Cane just pull off into the pits? I'm gonna have to watch that on the replay, but now Paul Menard, 2nd place, Paul Menard. I never thought in my life I'd be playing NASCAR Heat 2, or any NASCAR game, and utter the words in a video, Paul Menard in 2nd place. I don't want this to end. I love this. This is great. I might make this the thumbnail, because no one's gonna watch it, because no one will believe that the race had Paul Menard. They'll be like, clickbait, Paul Menard could never get 2nd. Double A Battery is making it to 3rd. We got a little band of misfits behind us. Candy Cane had to have pit. You got people peeling off. Paul Sideburn Fever. Buddy, we're practically teammates at this point. That's how much I'm rooting for you. Don't peel off. Oh no, Dudley Batter's making a pass on the inside. A fellow forward. But I'm kind of sad because that means Paul Menard's going to get passed for second. I have no idea what lap I'm on right now. I feel like I've been doing this for hours because I have. Dudley Batter's making a pass for second. Clears him. Between me and AA batteries right now. Candy Cane and whoever that other guy was must have just peeled off. I'm waiting for a wreck to happen behind me because someone's going to peel off but be on the outside. Anyone peeling off this time? Oh, and the entire... Paul Menard back to second. Paul Menard back to second because everyone else pit. I think they're pitting for tires, but I don't know for sure. That's what they're pitting for. They're pitting for tires. Hamster coming up the middle. What? Where did you come from? My God, where have you been? Hamster coming out of the woodworks. Coming out of the elimination zone. For a second, I think Paul Menard's about to break off and I'm gonna cry because I don't want Logano back in top 5. Blaney just destroying his dreams. Per usual, but usually it's the other way around. Place your bets. Who's going to peel off this time? I think Paul Menard's thinking about it, which is very upsetting. Yep. Paul Menard is officially peeled off. Chef Boyardee coming out of nowhere in second place because everyone else decided, yeah, I'll pit for tires now on 2 laps to go. Logano in third. Kyle Busch in third. Kyle Larson in fifth. We have Kyle. Oh, Bushy just passed Logano. Blaney up in 5th. Chef Boyardee in 2nd. Oh man, this is the best race I've had in my life. Paul Menard in 3rd. Let's go. Come on, Sideburn Fever. Don't let me down. I guarantee Chef Boyardee is about to peel off right here. But I'm going to cross the line before he does. It doesn't really matter. Sideburn Fever going to get top 5. I hope. 1 lap to go. White flag. I think. Yeah, we're on the white flag. One more go around in the turn. Last time out of turn 2. Paul Menard still in 4th. Still kicking. He's still going. I'm so proud of him. It's like watching your son do really good at a sport that he definitely is not usually good at, and he finally does actually good, and you're proud of him for not lie about it. It's like when you're a coach and the kid that gets participation points the whole time. I'm low on fuel. Oh, I have 2 laps of fuel left. What am I panicking about? I had just enough fuel to make it, and I have not been watching it. Sideburn Fever gets 4th. Somehow. I think we're in backwards land, because that doesn't make any sense. But we win. White flag, we win. That was wild. That was a wild ride. I like this difficulty. I've been running a little lower than this because I thought this was impossible. No, that was really fun. Once I got to the lead and I was blocking a lot. There's Kyle Busch. There's me. I was about to lap Kyle. Oh man. That was a good race. You better leave a like for that. If that didn't deserve a like, I don't know. What will? That little 28 car. 28 car that could. A little Ford that could. I'm kind of sad it's over. That was really fun. Your 2 stage winners, me, Kevin Harvick. Jimmy Johnson somehow has the lowest. What? Kyle Busch ends up the lowest driver on the list. With Logano, which Logano can be bothered either way because he's already in. But like our lowest driver, Rhinestone Cowboy, but above him is the fact that 3rd place or 4th place, I didn't see, is Sideburn Fever is wild to me. Yeah, 4th place. Well, I guess let's see what this ends up looking like. What? Okay. A lot of people changed spots. Me and Logano, you're two drivers who are advanced into the round of 8. So you see 2 of your round of 8 already found. There are now only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that can't be right. There's 6 spots left for the rest of the field to fight for next week at Kansas. You see my car coming into the pits now. I think my car ran out of fuel at that point. But then you see Happy Meal in 3rd got bumped up. I think, yeah, he was in 4th. No, he was in 5th. Yeah, he was in 5th. No, he wasn't. He was in 4th. Yeah, he was in 4th. So we get bumped up a spot. Jimmy Johnson loses a spot to Kevin Happy Meal. Martin T-Rex goes up a spot. Was in 6th, now in 5th. Brad Kowalski makes it out of the elimination and into the green. He still has a lot of work. He's only 4 points up, but he's still, you know, doing pretty good. And then you see Chef Boyardee got a 2nd place, only 1 point up though, in 7th. Wow, and then you see William Clyde. He didn't move. He's still in 8th. Somehow, he's still tied. But William Clyde, Chase Elliott is tied with Paul Menard for a spot into the playoff, or into the round of 8. After the best run of Cyber and Fever's career. Only dashed by a pit stop. For some reason he decided to pit. But then we got Cyber and Fever, like I said, tied with William Clyde for 8th. Then you got Bushy, dropped all the way to 10th. He was in 5th? Yeah, he was in 5th. Dropped all the way to 10th. Like I said, they were your 2 wild cards. They were either going to go way up or way down. But Kyle Busch did end up in almost dead last. Dead last, of course, going to Rhinestone Cowboy. But then you see Bushy there in 10th. And then next you got Lala in 11th. What a fall from grace. I think he was in like 7th. Like I said, he should have worried. Only driver I said not to worry was Martin T-Rex. And look, he didn't worry. He's doing just fine now. But then you see, I really want to see my boy drive through there, but I don't think he's going to. And then below Lala is Old Man Bushy, 7 points down. I didn't really see his run all that much. And then in 13th place, Denny Hamlin, a driver who came out of literally nowhere and almost passed me for the lead because I was not looking at my mirror. I was looking at my mirror, but I didn't see him coming, and I was I was more up, and when I blinked, he was already underneath me. So I luckily got the block in, but if I didn't, he would have definitely won the race. Or no, he would have pitted. I think they were all pitting for either fuel or tires. I think fuel. That's the only thing that makes sense. I went green most of the time. There was very few wrecks in that whole ordeal. Now I hit continue. Congratulations. Thank you. This is the first win in the new car. Huh. Seems like we're doomed to have a bad start to every playoff round. Then it kind of smooths out as we go. I wish I could edit my outfit to match my car. But I can't. Race results, season standing, fastest lap, Happy Meal. I didn't even see him. Most laps led, me led 19 out of 28. On the move, 34th, finished for, I forgot I was in 34th. I guess because I didn't really pass that many people. Tough break, Kyle Busch started 2nd, finished 39th. Ooh. Hate to be a Kyle Busch fan right now. Because, man, y'all would be disappointed. Well, that was definitely a good race. That's probably one of the best on the channel, actually. That's why I like Talladega, because I can, like, narrate what's behind me. If I didn't get the lead the way I did, I don't think I would have ever gotten it. Until, of course, they all started pitting on green for whatever reason they decided to do that for. Now that I know they do that, the rest of the season's going to be pretty easy. Why did they do that? It doesn't make any sense, because they... The only thing I can think of is fuel, but we could all make it on fuel. We all pitted at the same time. Unless they only pitted for tires. Which they would have ran out of fuel way before that. Way before they pitted, too. I don't know. Weird. But let's take one last look at the playoffs. There's your more, like, not as blown up image of your... If it were to end right now, somehow Chef Boyardee would make it in. And that upsets me. Because now Hamster, a genuine contender. Hamster and Cyber Fever are genuine contenders in this. But somehow are both being beat by Chef Boyardee. Chef Boyardee is in Hamster situation, so I mean, if he does that again, he could end up in the green. But you gotta do it next week, or else it's over. Standings, let's check Hamster situation. Okay, he's not too far down. He's about, what is that? I'm not good at math. Let me do quick maths. 62 minus 53. Nine? So he's 9 points out. Huh. So Hamster's actually pretty far out. I just don't want Chef Boyardee to make it to the round of 8. Because he's technically a cheater. And I don't want his cheating ways to pay off. I would wreck him. If this was Heat 5, oh, I'd wreck him. I'd make sure I put him out. But the problem is, in this game, cars are bouncy. So when you hit somebody, your car likes to bounce off of them real fast. Like throwing a bouncy ball at a wall. Kind of like this car. Which I don't know how realistic that would be, but you know. Look at that. 3 wins, first place. The only situation where I like seeing odd numbers. We have 3 wins going into the third race of the round of 12. First place. Overall, 5 out of 10 races. We're halfway through. We're halfway there. Let's quickly check the schedule. And yeah, you got 16th, first, 16th, first. We're probably gonna get first and then 16th again because it's Martinsville, and I'm terrible at Martinsville. So there's that. It's not very good that my the race I'm coming back to as like a warm-up video is Talladega. I'm glad it is because I'd hate to be like at Kansas, like the Charlotte Roval. I would probably just not do a video. I might just do a different video. I might do like a Final Four challenge if that happens. But that's about all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you like, subscribe. Through the subscribe bar, I think on the bottom right corner. I think on the screen. Next, that's my latest video. Below the video, so you can subscribe that way. Next, that's the like button. Hit that so I know you want more of this. Comment down below your opinion on what we should do for the Heat 1 series. Should I do a full series or should I just do the playoffs? It's up to you guys. Full series will be 36 videos over the span of 36 weeks, which would be a while. That would take up most of the summer. I plan on finishing this 5 weeks. Yeah, this will finish in about May. So that would take probably all summer. Yeah, I'll take about all of May, June. I'll probably miss a week somewhere in there. Then July, and then most of August probably. Probably wouldn't finish till end of August, beginning of September, if my math is correct, which it probably isn't. If someone smarter than me wants to put in the math of how long that would take, go for it. But then I'd have videos for a longer time. But if I do 10 videos, and at the end, like the beginning of May when this series is over, we've got 10 more weeks. And then the whole series is done, and I gotta find something else to do. Which means there might be like 4 weeks where there just isn't a video, because I just don't know what to do. So, be thinking of ideas. That's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you'd like to subscribe, I already said the three ways to subscribe. Make sure to hit the like button. This was a good video. I like this video a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did like to subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.